Hello everyone, welcome back to Pavani Teachers. Today we'll discuss these three topics: divisors, reverse of a number, and GCD or HCF. Okay. First, we'll start with divisors. I'll explain the logic part at beginning, then I'll go with the code. Okay. Firstly, to find divisors, you should know what are the divisors. Divisors are nothing but numbers which divides a given number. If suppose I take number as 6, then which numbers divides this 6? Then we'll get remainder as 0. Those are 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay. Now to find these numbers, if we go with brute method, we have to check from 1 to 6. Like how many numbers are there which are exactly dividing this 6. Now I'll explain. Is whether 1 is dividing 6? Yes, it is. If 2 is dividing 6? Yeah, it is. If 3 is dividing 6? Yes, it was. If 4 is dividing 6? No. If 5 is dividing 6? No. If 6 is dividing 6? Yes. That means here, while checking all these numbers, the loop will run order of big of n times, which takes large time complexity. Okay. To reduce this, we have another method, that is to check only up to the square root of given number. Or now I'll tell the logic. See, if we are checking 1, we are also getting 6. Like if 6 is dividing 1, which gives the value of 6. That means here we are getting two numbers, which is here 1 and 6. If suppose we take 2, 6 by 2 equal to 3. That means here we are getting 2 and 3 values. I hope you are getting. While checking 1 at beginning, we are also getting the 6. That means how many times here 1 is dividing 6, also we are getting the answer. Okay, again same with this 2. This 2 is dividing 6 by 3 times. So we got two numbers at one time. Okay. I hope this works well. Now let's check by coding logic. Okay. I'll take here for loop, where this for loop starts from I equal to 1, because every divisor starts from 1. Okay. Then this I iterates until I into I should be less than or equal to given number. I'll explain this. Wait. And this I will be incremented by 1 every time. Here this means, as before we checked up to 2 or 3. Okay. Here 3 into 3 is less than or equal to num. Yes. It's okay. What if I incremented by 1 after the 3? If suppose I, then this I will become 4. 4 into 4, which is, I think there is no use of checking for whether 4 divides by 6 or not, because it will definitely not divide 6 by 4. Okay. I'll explain by iteration part each and every step. Just stay patient. Okay. Now, inside the for loop, as before I explained, if we are checking this 1, we should also get this 6. What would be the logic? First, we'll write the logic to find 1. Okay. That is, if num is modulo I equal to 0. That means, if we are dividing any number of I with number num, it has to be 0. Then it is exactly divisor of 6. Then we'll push here I to the array. Okay, push I to the array. If suppose if I exactly divide 6, we'll have another number which will be multiplied of this I to get this number. That means if suppose I equal to 1, which is 6 divided by 1, which will be equal to 6. So even 6 is also a divisor. That means inside this for loop, we have to write another for loop. Okay, that is, if this condition applies, then we have to push n by I also. Here inside this for if loop, if condition, we have to write one condition, that is, what if I is equal to 3? This 6 divides by 3. Inside this we have to give this given n by I is not equal to I, because if this condition fails, we'll get two numbers twice. If suppose we take number as 9, then 3 into 3, we'll have here 3 and 3. It will store two 3's, which is not our requirement. So here inside this if loop, we have to give condition that is as n by I is not equal to I. Then push n by I. Okay, I hope you got it. Now I'll try to explain what if I incremented by 1. Now I will become 2, I equal to 2. It will check this num, that means which is 6, as here I am taking 6. 6 modulo 2 equal to 0. Yes, it is. Then it will go inside this if loop and push the I value in the sense 2. It will push into the array. Again it will check inside if loop. Okay, then is 6 divided by 2 not equal to 2? Yes, it is true. This condition is true. Then it will go inside this if loop and push the n by I value, that is 6 by 2, which is equal to 3. It will push the 3 value to the array. Okay, now it will check this increment. After this it will go and increment the I value, which will be equal to 3. So is 3 into 3 is less than or equal to 6? No, it is not. So it will come out of the for loop. Okay, I hope you got it. For finding divisors, it has to be run only up to the square root of given number. As square root of 6 is around something 2 point something, as we are taking only the integers, it will run up to the 2. Okay, I hope you got it. This is how divisor logic works. Now I'll give the coding part. Here is the complete code. I'll explain each line why we have used here. Okay, here include IO stream is used to take input and output. Okay, and hash include vector is used, as here we used vectors inside the program. Okay, I'll explain what are vectors. Vectors are nothing but it is array. Okay, in vectors we can store in any type of integers or arrays. Okay, same like arrays, but it is dynamic memory. And here hash include algorithm. Here that is used because here we used sort. Okay, then actually if we use this one line, we have not needed to use any other these three lines. Okay, I hope you got it. These are just header files. Now, this using namespace std, I have already explained in the previous videos. You can just check. Now, in the main function, first I have taken I and n. I is for iteration of loop and n is for the number, taking the number. And here I am telling the user to enter the number by using C out. Okay. Then after using C in greater than to get n from the user. Okay, then after getting n, here I'm just creating a vector just to push the values of I and n minus I have already explained before why we are pushing here. Okay, just to push all the values in the vector. Here I am declaring the vector. Okay, then after declaring the vector, I am using here for loop just to iterate the function. That is, I have already explained the logic, but I hope not needed to explain, but just I'll have a glimpse. Okay, this I starts from 1, and the condition is I into I should be less than or equal to n, which is square root of n. Okay, then I incremented by 1 every iteration. Then the first if condition should be n modulo I equal to 0. Okay, if it is true, then it will go inside the if loop, and this line will get executed. Here this line is ls dot pushback of I. Here ls is just the name of a vector what we have declared here. Okay, it is just like if suppose list or like that, any other name of vector. Then here dot pushback is the function which pushes the values into the given vector. Okay, just have a remember of this function, it is helpful all the time. Then if after this statement it will go into this if condition, it will check the condition of this. If n by I is not equal to I, if it is true, then it will push the value which is n by I. Okay, I have already explained the logic part. Just go with the syntax, how to write. Okay, then after the for loop and the logic part, we have to sort the given vector, because here we are pushing the values randomly. At beginning it will push 1 and 6, and then 2 and 3, which are not in a order, but as we need the given numbers in a ascending order, we have to use this statement, that is sort ls dot begin comma ls dot end. That means nothing but we are sorting the given list or of a vector from the beginning, in the sense from the ascending order, in less to big number. Okay, that's it. Then after sorting the values, we are printing the divisors are, and here I am using for loop to print all the numbers which are there in list, in the sense the name of the vector ls. Okay, here ls dot size, this is the function which finds the length of the vector, given vector. Okay, then inside the for loop, here I am using cout and ls of I. Okay, here I am using this for little space between each number. Then count and line, just to differentiate the line, next line. Now I'll execute this program. Yeah, here it is asking the number, I am giving the number as 6 and enter. Here we got the output. Devices are 1, 2, 3, 6. I hope it works well. Yeah. Just have a glimpse of the code again if you didn't get. Okay. This is how devices work. Code works. Now let's discuss reversing of a given number. Okay. If suppose I am taking the number as 123. Okay. Then we have to get output as 321. Okay. Now to get this, the logic it works is, first we have to take the new number which we are generating now, new number, new num. Okay, which at beginning it is 0. Okay, then we have to exclude the 3 and put it here. That means we have to divide the given number by 10. We have to write the remainder what we get. Here it will get 3. Okay. Then after getting the remainder, we have to multiply this new number into 10 plus remainder, which is here at first it is just 0 into 10 plus 3, which is 3. Okay. Yeah, we have got the first digit by this logic. Then After after getting this 3, we have to exclude the 3 from this given number. That means we have to divide the given number with 10, which will be equal to 12. Okay. Now we have excluded the 3. Now our number will become 12. Again we have to perform the same process, that is as 12 modulo 10, which is remainder as 2. Now the new number will be equal to 3 at before iteration. After getting the remainder 2, again we have to operate this statement, that is 3 into 10 plus remainder, which is 2 here, which will be equal to 32. Now we got the last two numbers. I hope you are getting it. Okay. Then we have to exclude the 2 from the given number. So we have to divide 12 with 10. We'll get 1. Okay. And now we have to divide this 1 by 10. We'll get remainder as 1. Okay. Now remainder will be 1. Again the new number will become 32 at previous iteration. After getting the 1, we have to perform this again, that which is 32 into 10 plus 1. I hope you got it. New number into 10 plus remainder, which is equal to 321. Yeah, we got our required output. Just very simple logic. Just exclude the numbers and multiply the new number into 10 plus add the remainder, that means the digit which we are excluding. The simple logic it works to reverse any given number. Okay, this is how logic works. Now I will tell the coding part also in C. Yeah, here is the code. This is the header file which is used to get input and output. Okay, then again using namespace std, just to reduce the std while using cout and cin. Okay, then the main function comes here. After inside the main function, I have declared int n, which is to get the number from the user. Then here using cout, here giving the message to the user just to enter the number. Okay, then after giving the message, by using cin greater than n, we are getting the number from the user. Then after here int rem, we can just do it here also. Okay, then here I am declaring new number which is equal to 0 at beginning, as before I explained. Then the while loop start, all the logic part starts from here, where n has to be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, then as at beginning, if suppose I take number as 123, as it is greater than 0, then it will go inside this while loop. Okay, then perform this int rem is equal to num modulo 10, which will at first will give the number as 3. Okay, and this new number is equal to new number into 10 plus 10, as before I explained. And then after performing this, it will exclude the given 3 last number from the number, that is as n by 10 is. Okay, then the loop iterates until the n gets less than 0. Then this while loop gets terminated. Then after, at last, it will print the number after reversing is. Okay, by using cout, new num is a variable of a number. By using this, we can get the final output. I am running this code, you can just check it. Here it is asking to enter the number. Here I am entering the number as 123. Yeah, here we got the output, that is as the number after reversing is 321. Okay, this is how the logic works. Just go through the syntax that I have used here, mostly the while loop. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. We'll discuss gcd or hf in the next video. Thank you.